Thank you, Mr. President. To ask the Minister for Education, Sport and Culture how young people are being educated in the dangers of social media and in the identification of fake news.
And the Minister, Mr. Crageen, to reply.
Thank you, Mr. President. Specific instances of fake news are addressed within lessons such as English and media studies, while sources of evidence and historical bias are considered within history and social science subjects such as politics and economics. Students also develop an understanding of the implications of technology in our society, including social, economic, ethical uses through ICT curriculum. The Isle of Man has also for many years sought to prioritise the development of a broad range of qualities and skills along the high academic standards in its schools. Schools refer to these skills as the 6 Rs: readiness for learning, relationships, resilience, resourcefulness, remembering skills and reflectiveness. And they represent lifelong learning skills, requirements for employment and many of the traits needed to be successful in adult life. This would include examining the dangers of social media and how we identify fake news through reasoned exploration of ideas based upon evidence. In providing young people with these capabilities, the Department believes that our young people will be well prepared to demonstrate the judgment, critical thinking and analysis needed to identify and not be deceived by misinformation and fake news. This process is continually updated in response to changing social media.
Supplementary, Mr. Speaker.
Firstly, can I thank the Minister sincerely for the supplementary information which he circulated, which was really helpful. Would the Minister accept that bias is not restricted to history but still alive and well in the present day? And is the Minister also aware of the project being undertaken by the BBC on this and whether that's something that we can tap into?
Mr. Crageen.
Thank you, Mr. President. Yes, we are aware that it's not just in historical that we see bias in fake news, and I have asked officers to review. There is a BBC app out there looking at fake news, and it's something that BBC is looking at. So I have requested officers to see if we can get any of that resource from the BBC.
A supplementary, Mr. Cretney.
Yes, thank you, Mr. President. Could I ask the Minister, is he aware that young people can be bullied online via various social media outlets, and as such, does the Department in any way offer support for young people who are in that situation?
Minister.
Thank you, Mr. President. Yes, the Department is aware that bullying goes along through social media. There is avenues that the Department takes to address this. And I'm sure for some people it may not be everything they need, but we are trying to adapt whenever we can.
Supplementary, Mr. Henderson.
Whilst the Minister is undertaking this, will he agree to take on board a more seriousness in the light of what's been said in the national press today with regards to ex-Facebook's executives and directors who are warning about the psychological damage that the continual use of social media can cause and a dependency on it?
Minister to reply.
Yes, Mr. President. I think some of it is, as I've referred to before, is actually anti-social media, and it is very concerning that the way that this social media, as it's being called, is actually very detrimental to our young people as well as to adults.